Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Welcome to my live, and if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's Egg Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Chalk Couture. If you are looking for easy to clean, easy to use DIY products and projects, you are in the right place. So once you hop on either the live or the replay, say hi in the comments. If it happens to be the replay, if you wouldn't mind typing in hashtag replay in the comments, that way I can see when you hop on. I also want to let you know that I'm live in 3 locations this evening. So if you hear me refer to a comment that is not in your feed, that person may be viewing and commenting from a different platform. Also, if you are watching from my private Facebook group, there is a permission link in the description of the video. If you click that link, that just allows StreamYard permission to pin your profile name and pic to your comment. That way I know who I'm interacting with in my comments. If you choose not to click that link, that's okay. Just know that your comment will show up as a generic Facebook user. I'll still comment and say hi. I just may not know who I am speaking to. And at any time during the project, if you like what you see and think others should see it, please feel free to spread the craft love all over Facebook and YouTube. Hit the heart button, hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, all of that stuff that helps us content creators build our little businesses. So with that, I'm going to go to the comments. I see that Jason is watching from the other side of the door, and Christy Bowman is on. Welcome, Christy. And Miss Donna is on. Welcome. So with that, again, don't forget to spread the craft love around. Tag your crafty friends, invite them to watch along with you. And with that, I'm going to turn the camera around, and you can see my messy craft space. I was just kind of throwing things together. So tonight we are going to be using hopefully a few different things. So I have these Pen+Gear notebooks from Walmart. They are roughly 5x8-ish. Let's just get these out. And these are college ruled. Good golly, Miss Molly, you can't get into them. I need a hook or a poke tool. And these are literally like $1. They're Kraft covered, and they are a nice lined paper, so we're going to be using those. I have used these in the they were from Dollar Tree eons ago. I also have some of these little 5-star notebooks. They're also from Walmart. These are super cute. I actually was using one of mine as a planner for a while, and it was a lot of fun. And then I also have these little 92 centers from Walmart as well. These are also Pen+Gear. So we're going to kind of jazz a few of these up with some different transfers. So I pulled out a bunch of different transfers. Some of these size A's will work great on these notebooks. So life is tough, but so are you. Some of these, just some motivational transfers. You are enough exactly as you are. This one would look really cute with the kind of the art marks, the brush marks, and then you can overlay good things start here. This would work, although it's a little small. I think these would work better on this size or this size. So this one is a Dolly Parton quote, "Pour yourself a cup of ambition." And then I also have some of these that come on these come on a size C transfer. So there's about 6 sayings on the different transfers. Live life in full bloom. I'm very busy. I'm going to make myself so proud. Note to self. Done is better than perfect. And you've got busy, 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 which might actually fit. You could put the B down and then put busy, busy, busy over it. So those are a couple for those. I also pulled out, this again are the size C's that I was referring to. Welcome to Our Beautiful Chaos might be fun. This family one might work for some of the larger ones. And then I also pulled out this one. I haven't ever used it. Sorry, the transfers are turning my camera green, but you know, don't worry, be happy. Queen bee might be kind of fun, and you could actually mix it in with this bee. So we might do something like that. I don't know which ones I want to use yet. And then for these littler ones, so I definitely have that one, but I pulled out all of my little minis that, you know, I like to use. So any of these, like here's the snarky, or this is, you've got this minis. These would look really cute. And we're going to cover these with black paper to kind of cover up some of the white on the front. But you've got some of these. You've got the Shine Bright minis, the Gold Digger, the Snarky Empowerment. Some of those would be really cute. The Beautifully Rare, Locally Grown. I don't use very many of these except the Grateful, Thankful, and Blessed. And then don't tell, but these are some, this was an Amazon purchase, but some of these might be cute as well. Like You Are Enough or Dream Big. Don't wish for it, work for it. So we'll see. Let's see which ones work. So I'm going to get my little nest built here. I have quite a few of these. I'm trying to get a few things done before my vendor fairs start up at the end of the month. Okay. So for these, I do like to, I just cover them with black cardstock. Which, you know what, I don't even have any double-sided tape here, and I don't even know where my, I need to get my tape measure, which has fallen off the back. And I may need to go find some double stick tape, because I am not very organized. Okay, so on these, I like to go, kind of leave a little bit of a border between where my hole punches are and where my paper's going to start. And so I kind of just leave a little 1/8 of an inch border. So I'm going to cut these actually at, let me write these down. I'm going to cut the mead ones at 3 3/8 this way. And then probably about 5 1/8 this way. And then for the Pen+Gear ones, same thing. Leave about 1/8 of an inch border, so same 3 3/8 by 5 3/4. Okay, so that's that. So then we'll pull out our paper trimmer. Let's get some of these out of the way. And then while we have, well, I don't have to trim those. I don't have to do anything with those except maybe wax them. I have my measurements. I need to pull out my trimmer. So I need a 3 3/8, which that should work. By, let's do 5. How big is that one? Not big enough. Okay, so let's do 5 1/8. And then we'll do 3 3/8. So 1, 2, 3. So that one should fit one of these mead. Yep. Pretty close. So see, I like to keep a little bit of a border. And then put that in the scrap bin. My next one will be, this is almost perfect. So let's do 3 3/8 again. 1, 2, 3. So it's just under 3.5. So this one will be 5 3/4. So this one will go on the Pen and Gear one. Again, I like to leave a little border, and these this particular notebook does have some rounded corners, so you could round your corners. I could round my corners if I had my corner rounder down here, but I don't. So let's just do those two for now. I do need to go find some sticky tape. Just trying to think. I'm going to run real quick and get some sticky tape. Unless I got my other bags in my other room. Let me go. I'm going to run 2 seconds and get some sticky tape. I'll be right back. Okay, I found some sticky tape. Now I was going to try to see if my corner rounder was in here. Yep. Okay. If you could see how much Kraft crap I have strewn around the house. So I think this is more of like a 1/2 inch. So we're going to use this side of our corner chomper. Oops, that might have been the wrong one. That works. So that just rounded my corners. There you go. You can kind of see it up at the top. So there was that. This is a crocodile corner chomper, and it does 2 different sizes. So it has a 1/4 inch. So what you do is you just stick, like my business card is squared off. So now I rounded the bottom corner 1/4 inch. And then this one will do like multiple pages at a time. And then the top is a 1/2 inch. It's kind of fun little tool. Okie doke. So now let's get started. Let's get to the fun stuff. So I think I want to do the Dolly Parton one just because that's such a fun quote. And then I think that even the Think Bigger would be fun. It's not going to cover up the whole, but maybe that might work on there. The that just fits. So maybe we'll do that. Okay, so let's do the B on this one. And I'm going to go, no, I'm not. I was going to put my sticky tape on, but I think I'll wait. So let's bring out some Shimmer Harvest. And maybe we'll do just trying to figure colors. That's the other hard thing. Let's do Shimmer Harvest and Shimmer Frost. So I need to, because I'm using this on paper, I need to definitely fuzz the heck out of my transfer so that it does not stick to the paper and tear either my paper or my transfer. And this one is normally one piece, but because I've used the pieces for different projects, I've actually cut it. So I'm just going to fuzz a lot. And what I'm doing is knocking back a lot of the adhesive that's on the back side, just so it doesn't stick so much to my paper that it tears it or sticks to the back side of my transfer. That would be just as bad. Trying to decide if that's straight. It looks fairly straight. And then I'm just going to dry fit my bee. Okay, I think that'll work. So let's do Shimmer Harvest on the top. Hello, Paula. Welcome. So I'm just going to use Shimmer Harvest with, it's kind of a goldish yellow color. It's not quite gold. And I'm just going to dip my squeegee into the chalk paste. And I'm just going to spread it over the silkscreen area. So these are, the green stencil is actually a silkscreen transfer stencil. So if you've ever weeded with vinyl, you know that you have to pull out, or you have to make sure you don't lose the insides of your letters or any of your punctuation. And I'm constantly losing my punctuation. So with these, everything is intact because the silkscreen mesh keeps everything together. So no fuss, no muss. And these are reusable about 8 to 12 times, depending on how well you take care of them. I'm just making sure I have all of the letters covered so that I can put all of the excess back in. Away, and then I'm going to carefully pull it back. And that is what we're left with. Busy, busy, busy. So I'm just going to put this to the side. I'm going to wet it down with some water. And that way that paste will stay wet until I can actually clean it at my utility sink. So now let's dry that part real quick, and then we'll do the bee. And you don't even have to use paper. You could use like fabric scraps. You could use, you could get denim. Like I just go to the thrift store and buy the largest pair of jeans I can find. Or like my husband and son both have jeans that have blown out, but the legs are still fine. So you can cut those up. You could cut a piece of denim that fits your notebook. That looks super cute. So now let's fuzz the bee. Actually, you know what? I boo-booed. I was going to do the bee in yellow. Oh well. Oh, somebody say something. The bee was supposed to be in the shimmer harvest. And the words were supposed to be in shimmer frost. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a monotone, kind of a tone on tone for the bee. And let's pull out the shimmer shadow just so he's kind of more embossed than he is anything. So we'll kind of give him an embossed look. So I'm going to pull out shimmer shadow, which is just our shimmer black. I could do gold, but I think it would be too close to the shimmer harvest. So I'm just going to do this embossed look. If all else fails, we can go over parts of it in gold. See what it looks like. So the shimmers are nice because if you love the look of glitter but you hate loose glitter, the shimmers are fabulous because they actually have mica flakes in them, and so the glitter is suspended and it doesn't go all over your craft room like loose glitter does. You'll see a few remnants of sparkle on your transfers after you clean them, but it doesn't hurt anything. He's pretty. He's sparkly. Again, I'm just going to spray that transfer down and keep that paste wet until I can clean it. It looks better in person, but look how sparkly that is. So it's just a gentle embossed bee. There you go. I kind of like that. Subtle yet sparkly. It'll look better in gold or shimmer harvest, but your girl boo boo. You could even use, we have the 12 by 12 chalk suede paper that you could do instead of cardstock. I just like to do the tone on tone paper to the cover, that way it doesn't look. So that'll go on there. I'm kind of hoping they come out with black or Kraft chalk suede sheets. Okay, let's see. There's something else that would fit on. Probably not. So close. Okay. So let's pour yourself a cup of ambition on this one. While I'm fuzzing it, you can help me pick a color. Or we can pick a couple of colors. What color combinations do you think would look good with that? And I will try to match your color combination to my dream card. Would be very pretty, Paula. So let's come up with another color to go with dream card. So this is dream card. Kind of like it's not Barbie pink, it's a little darker than Barbie pink. Okay. Nominee. Yeah, gold would be pretty. Jason says now he has the 9 to 5 song in his head. I didn't even think about nominee. That would have made a pretty bumblebee too. So let's find So we've got these two colors. You could add a you could add a third one. So we could break up the fonts. So pour a cup of Dolly Parton in one color, Yourself and Ambition in the other color. So maybe if we do Dream Car for Yourself and Ambition and then do Nominee for the regular font, we'll do that. I'm going to get out two multi-tools. So if you haven't heard of Dream Car and Nominee, these are both past colors of the month. And Paula, it sounds like you might be either a customer or a designer. So we have a color of the month this month, and it is called Superstitious. And when I checked a couple days ago, it was still available. I'm not for sure if it's sold out. I know it's in low quantity, but any of the colors of the month, you can unlock the ability to order those with a $75 order. As a designer, it's a $45 order, but you can order up to 3 as long as they have not sold out. So that's this month's color of the month, but Nominee was last month's color and Dream Car was February's color of the month, I believe. I think this one was the first one. And Nominee is different than the shimmer paste. Nominee is more of a metallic sheen. It's not a glitter, so it has more of a metallic base, and it's super pretty. So I'm going to use two multi-tools. Get back to my comments. Here, Paula, you're a designer. I figured if you knew that Dream Car existed, that that you were either a designer or a customer. Okay, so now I'm second guessing myself. Should Yourself and Ambition be gold and the rest pink? Or should those be pink and the rest gold? What say ye? Can't decide. Okay, well, I think we'll do pink Dream Car for the regular font, and the fancy font will be Nominee. So I'm just using my multi-tool. Use Shimmer Frost for the third color. I could put think on that one while I'm okay. So I'm just using the multi-tool right now to get into some of these tight words. So we're going to do pour a cup of in Dream Car. And if you don't have Dream Car, but you like this color combination, you could use Raspberry Sorbet. They're very similar in color. try not to use up every tool that I own. So let's come in and do yourself. Hopefully I'm going to pull up the pink, at least up there. I just wanted to release that paste from the transfer, from the silk screen. That way, if it dries and I go to pull it up, it doesn't pull up all of my paste. I have a little bit more time with these shimmer pastes, but
without it, it would be still.
And I'm trying to paste away from my other colors. It just works for me. So I turn my project a lot.
No,
Okay. So let's pull that. Boy, that dream car pops off that black. So let's try that. Actually, both colors look really good on that black. So I'm just going to, gotta quit saying I'm going to burnish my transfer back down to my paper. And we're going to use Nominee again on the word ambition. So Paula, did you qualify for designer preview? And have you already ordered some of the new holiday Christmas items? If you're a customer, just remember that the holiday launch is tomorrow at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. There's some really cute stuff in tomorrow's launch. Paula says yes, and she spent way too much money. I had a budget, kind of. I can't get everything all the time. But I got quite a few things. We have a Nutcracker collection, so of course I had to get the vintage Nutcrackers and the cutouts. I got when I was ordering, it must have been in a weird cycle because it said the gingerbread bookstore transfer was out of stock. So I thought, well, I'm not going to get the cutouts if the bookstore sold out. But then I was on a couple days later and it was there. But I did get the gingerbread firehouse transfer and the cutouts. So I am going to use Paula's suggestion, and I'm going to do Dolly Parton in Shimmer Frost. I can't think of what else. I think I got the Fa La La. I didn't get any of the digital bundle or digital files because I didn't realize they were. I just assumed that there weren't any. I was not paying attention. So at some point I'll have to go back in and get some of the digital files. I don't think what else I got. I didn't get a whole lot. I'll just have to do it in stages. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. That's pretty. I like it. Can't remember what I was reaching for. Okay, so there is that one. Pour yourself a cup of ambition. I do like, it looks really pretty. Like, I love that nominee. I do have an extra of that. I may have to do a big giveaway with my extra tub, or I could be selfish and keep it for myself, but it's very pretty. Okay, so we've got our busy, busy, busy with the little bee on it. I have to go back and fix him a little bit. I could come back in with like a gold paint marker or something and do the stripes in gold. I don't know. Well, we might have to fix that. So then I have pour yourself a cup of ambition. Let's get all of these out of the way. And again, these are all from Walmart. So this is a Pen+Gear memo book. This one is a cute little Mead 5-star spiral notebook. And I like to put all sorts of ribbons on the edges. And then these are the personal notebooks, also from Pen+Gear. So $1.92. And then I think these were like $2.50. So they make great little stocking stuffers, gifts, teacher gifts. So then let's do this one. I'm going to make myself so proud, which I've already done that one. So maybe we'll do a different one. I don't know though. I just wish it covered more, but I do like this one. It's one of my favorites. It makes a cute little motivational notebook. So now let's figure out what colors we want to do for that one. Let's do, I think the last time I did the same color combination. Oops, I did Couture teal. Let's do sunny side, although let me see. Let's do bumblebee instead. And then we'll pull out Dream Car again. Just because that's such a fun color. Okay, so let's do Dream Car, teal. Gotta give myself a little extra room here. And bumblebee, which I think is new. Trying to get it open without breaking a nail. Okay. Okay. So let's, I have a mess. Let's fuzz this one. Ooh, this one's super sticky. I'm gonna have to fuzz it a lot. If you feel like your transfers are going to be a little too sticky, especially for paper. You could probably get away with waxing this. I'm going to try and live dangerously. And I'm only going to burnish where there's silkscreen, just to kind of hopefully keep the sticking to a minimum. Okay, so I think we'll just do the same colors as I did before. So I think I did dream car, yellow, teal, dream car, and probably teal for yellow. So again, turn your project if you need to. I like to paste away from where I don't want to paste. So I'm pasting away from my letters below. I'm also pasting away from the top edge. And I'm just going to go down the design. Let's take this off the lid. Looks just like mustard. Ooh, that's probably too much. Oops, I did that wrong. Okay, so let's peel that nice and slow. That looks pretty. And if you have quite a stash of transfers, or you could even hand draw like little doodle marks all over just to kind of fill in some of that empty space if you don't like all of that white space around the design. Or you could find some transfers that have little flowers. If there's an arrow, you could put arrows at the top and the bottom. Ooh, that went off the edge. I think we'll just keep going the way we were. So we'll just go in the same color pattern that we were. You could also go opposite and do bumblebee and then dream car. And then let's go ahead and do yellow since there's not much left. Okay, so let's pull that off gently. So I'm just going to wet that down to keep that paste wet until I can clean it. Let's put the lids back on these so I don't make a big old mess. Here, put those away here. Put these away. Leave those back there. Okay, so that's what this one looks like. I'm gonna make you so proud. I think my teal started to dry a little bit in my silkscreen, but it doesn't look that mottled in real life. But it's super pretty. But I do think it needs some flowers or design elements. Maybe not. If you're a paper crafter and have some like little enamel dots or sequins in your stash, it'd be really cute to do a trio of different colored sequins to match here and maybe some here or something like that. Let me see. Let's see if there's any. There's those flowers, but I don't know. I think we're just going to leave it for a little. You could hang that off of the edge. I think we'll just leave it for now. So I want to jazz everything up. So let's let that continue to dry. I'm just going to move all these off. And then let's sticky tape these down. So I just have some double-sided adhesive. I use this in my paper crafting. I think we'll use some of this. I'm just going to I have an old debit card. I'm going to use it to cut. Let's tear my tape. I'm going to come in with the skinny tape. I'll have to trim around those edges a little bit. You know, if you do like secret sisters or secret elves or secret Santas at your work, these would make great little gifts for that. I'm going to trim off all my receipts. I need to trim this tape off right there. It helps to burnish the backer pieces off, and then that makes them easier to peel. I'm just peeling off the backer sheet. And then this is probably the most difficult part. Is making sure you get it as equally spaced as possible. and straight. Which I have a little tiny bit of black showing right there. So, because I've done that enough times, I'm just going to come in with like a little Sharpie or a chalk marker and cover that up. So there's one notebook, but I'm also going to fancy up the edge. So let's do the next one. Oh man, fix that. Okay, so let's burnish those. Oops. I'm just peeling that off if I can. Could probably also use wet glue, but this one is kind of a poly plastic cover, so I'm not for sure how well wet glue would do. If you have any overhanging adhesive, you can just kind of fold it back on itself. So there's that one. Super cute. With a little bit of tape up there, but okay, so now let's do the fun stuff. Let's get all this out of the way. Throw away my trash. So I've got a bunch of, probably not the right colors, but use a little bit of black. But I also have yellow would work. Here's some white. Here's more yellow. Just some baker's twine. That might work on there. There's some gold. I don't know how well. And then I also have just plain colors. You can also dig into your yarn piles. I've got some plain here. I don't have it. I have a little tiny thing of pink. Embroidery floss would work. I need to find some gold stuff. So what I do is, it's not quite the right color. This is a better color. So sometimes just to kind of beef it up, I'll kind of double it up. But yarn is perfect for this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. If I try to do every 2. So if I did that one, skip 2, that one. Skip to these two. Okay. So find somebody who knits or crochets and see if they have a bunch of just scrap pieces of yarn. Go to the Dollar Tree, they have some yarn. Thrift stores probably have yarn. So I just kind of double it up like that. And then you can trim it up a little bit. And let's come in here with this black. Same thing. Kind of double it up to beef it up. I like to do at least 2 colors per little spiral that I do. You could just do like a beaded tassel and clip it to the spirals. That would be really cute. And then they'll just kind of naturally unravel. And then you can also do like really thin ribbon. So I have just different colors. I really need some gold. I have. There's some yellow I can use on one of them. So let's use this red and white, or this black and white heart. So let's trim some of these up. It's kind of thick, but if it's thicker, you might just try getting away with one knot. And then I just, ouch, without cutting your finger, I kind of angle. I like to angle my ribbon. So there's that. I need to be a little shorter. This one might be cuter with that little bead tassel, but let's do another black. Just tie in some simple knots. Let's get another one of these. Skip to That's kind of what that one looks like. I'll keep going until I fill up the middle. Let's cut that a little bit shorter. So there's that one. And then let's work on this other one because it's going to be a little different since it doesn't have any spiral. I think we'll make kind of a bookmark-ish tassel. So I think we'll go with this color. So I'm going to find the center of the book. And let's double up. So I'm going to find the center of the book. Jason says it's all your little embellishments that make everything so adorable. I like to embellish. Oops. Okay, make sure I have plenty to work with. Okay, so this will be our kind of where we attach the tassel. So then speaking of tassel, in tomorrow's launch, there will be a tassel maker. I'm just trying to think what I could use. Let's see if that'll work. Okay, let's think about this a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to use this. As to kind of wrap actually, let's do it this way. Let's wrap all three colors at the same time. Just trying to keep that up there but I don't think I can. Oops, and then I have a knot. Of course I have a knot. It's probably good. I just kind of guesstimate how many times I should go around just till it looks decent. And then I'm just stringing this one. Actually, let's think this through. Let's not use that one. Let's pull this back off. And we'll just tie the tassel to this. So I need to tie a knot. That's not gonna work. Actually, let's use the smaller one first, just because it's going to be easier to tie. So just making, this is going to be the top of the tassel. So I need to tie a knot-ish. I'm trying to keep that tight. Just not working. I need about 4 hands. Okay. Let's just do this differently. Okay, so I'm going to lay that out. We'll just do it like that. I'm going to get it roughly in the center. Which ones are my tails? I'm going to tie that tight a few times. Good golly molly. And let's flip that over and we'll tie it again. Tie it super tight. And now we'll connect our longer one. Sorry, this is taking forever. And actually, now we can tie that. Oh, goodness. So I kind of want to keep those even. Okay. Tie that a couple times. Okay, so that is the top. So then I want to pull all of my strands down. Let's cut a few of those stragglers off. And then let's get another piece. And then this will be what makes the tassel kind of ball piece. So I'm going to leave it long. And then I'm going to wrap. Let's move that out of the way. Wrap this tightly around. And then we'll tie that. And you'd be cute to add some little charms to this. Tie it one more time. And then just kind of integrate that into the tassel. And now, that way, find the center of our book. And then we'll just kind of tie a knot. I think that's what we're going to do. It's hard to tie a knot with a tassel attached to it. Especially when you're right-handed, you kind of want to, there, we'll just do it. I think that'll work. Just make the loop bigger. Easier said than done. trying to keep that tight though. Let's pull these two. And then there. And so then we can just kind of keep our knot up there, and then we have a cute little tassel for our book. And you could dangle some beads off of there. And then the cool thing is that if you want to use this as a bookmark too, you can just slide it off of the book. Sorry, can't see that. You just slide it off. And then, like, if you want to keep your place there, then you just can slide it on and off. So there you go. So there is your cute little tassel for this book. Ta-da! I think it would be cute to put some little beads on there, even if they're just natural colored, but you could paint them to match the book. So there are the 3 books that we've made this evening. Some cheap department store notebooks that we were able to do. Oops, these 2 go over there. So I will embellish the B one. I need to find some really cute gold thread or ribbon or yarn and fix that one up. Put all that back together. So there you go. There are our cute little notebooks that we did. And then I was going to see, I tried earlier to get the drawing, my gift away program to work. It wasn't loading. I may have to do that later. Oops. So yeah, it's not working. So I'll have to do it off screen. I'll try to remember. But thanks so much for, no one has any questions. I will go ahead and hop off so I can get my transfers cleaned really quick. Just keep in mind that tomorrow is another holiday launch, 9 a.m. Central. And if you have if you want any information about that, just let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I will try to be live again on Friday. I have a really fun project that I want to do with you. It's kind of a Chalk Couture and Essential Stencil mashup project. So I want to try to be live either, hopefully Friday, because my weekend is a bit booked. So I'm going to hop off. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Thanks for hanging out with me, whether you were here live or whether you happen to be catching the replay. And I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching.